we gonna start this thing off with these bitches going out to eat. It's the OG dinner, and they just sitting around reminiscing about the good old days as if all their time in Miami was so good. You know, they failed to talk about the times where Evelyn hopped across the table. They failed to talk about the times where Tammy, you know, bullied Keisha, bullied Mika, tried to bully Royce. You know, all that type of shit that most of us remember while they talking about the good old days and all that bullshit. You know, they trying to have a kumbaya moment that nobody really gives a fuck about. And they're all happy that Jack, that Jennifer, and Evelyn have decided to be Ren and Stimpy again, and all of that who shot John bullshit that nobody really gives a fuck about. So as we move forward, because I'm not gonna keep talking about that. As we move forward, Jackie, Malaysia, and Hazel were on their way to a club in Miami. So it's pretty clear that there's a divide within the group at this point in time. But the fact is, Hazel ass is just in the middle. But I kind of feel like at this point they should have invited Zania to the trip. They should have invited Kristen to the trip. Hell, they could have had Bunny Jill die Susie Cola ass. Like, what's the point of having all of these motherfucking people on this show and not even inviting them nowhere? Production driven like a motherfucker. But anyway, Jackie is pissed off. On their way to the club, she pissed the hell off. She get a text message, and apparently Shawnee has been talking shit about her. Yes, Shawnee been talking shit about, Jackie in the interview. And I know that while this show has been airing, they've been seeing the show. Jackie been Shawnee been saying shit about Jackie for a minute now. And Jackie feels some type of way that Shawnee is getting herself involved in it. But what the fuck did you think? Jackie, I love you to death, but bitch, you stupid. Because ain't no way in hell I ever would have thought Shawnee motherfucking O'Neal was ever my motherfucking friend. When it come down to it, she gonna always take Evelyn's side. And everybody know that. If there was any side, whether she right or wrong, she gonna take Evelyn's side, and you already know that. So I don't know why you said, "Oh, I thought we were friends. I thought we had a friendship." That girl was never your motherfucking friend. She was using you to get this show popping, and that's what the fuck you been doing. She been friends with Evelyn for years before this show even came on. Been friends with Jennifer for years before the show even came on. So what the fuck make you think she has any allegiance to you? She ain't gonna never be on your side. Period, point, the fuck, blank. She never gonna be on your side. And that's just it. I just can't believe that you even thought that she was your friend. She ain't your friend. She ain't really Tammy's friend. The only bitch friend that she really is Evelyn's friend. Because when it all boiled down, that's the side she gonna motherfucking take. Period, point blank. So we get into why did I say I chew this gum on camera? What a big mistake, because I can barely get my thoughts out. Hold on, y'all. So then, they get on a boat with Michael Vick's wife and her friend. They're going to be appearing on the upcoming show Baller Wives, which I'll be reviewing if it's worth a damn. But they're on her boat. Jackie becomes increasingly annoyed by the tension in the room. She's 100% annoyed. And here's my thing. She's bothered by Evelyn. She's very bothered by Evelyn. And anytime somebody that's in the same room as you can give you that type of feeling, you're bothered by them. And there's nothing else to really say about that. You're bothered by them. Their presence really bothers you. And I really hate that Jackie is really allowing Evelyn's presence to get under her motherfucking skin, because she wouldn't be getting up under mine, period. But I get it. This bitch is talking, is constantly being in contact with her fucking daughter, and nobody seems to understand why she feels the way she feels. So I totally get it, but I just want Jackie to be, not be on that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give it too much life. But that's what the fuck she doing. She constantly giving it life. And now she got to get out the room. So while Jackie is, has to go in the room, Jackie is getting ready to leave the boat. And so that's when Michael Vick's wife, Michael Vick's friend, Hazel, Tammy, they all try to go see about Jackie. And, Evelyn seems to be very annoyed by Tammy because Tammy cool with Jackie. But Evelyn, shut the fuck up. Because folks can be cool with whomever the fuck they want to be cool with, honestly. That's just what I think. But she goes out there and, Tammy, Malaysia brought up the fact that, well, me and you haven't even had our discussion, I don't need all this negative energy. And Tammy decided that she was going to go ahead and talk to Malaysia, and then, Jackie can go in the room with Hazel or whoever else. Because Jackie was ready to talk to Evelyn about the issue, but, Malaysia stopped her from doing it because she felt like it wouldn't be a good idea. And it's not a good idea because at this point, Evelyn really don't give a fuck about you. She don't want to have a conversation. She don't feel like she owe you no motherfucking apology. So there's really no reason for you to even want to talk to the bitch if you only want to knock her head and push her ass off the boat, which I'm all for the latter, which is you pushing her ass off the boat. But either, whatever. Tammy and Malaysia hashed it out, and it was pretty much, based on the fact that Tammy don't like Brandy, and Malaysia just pretty much said, let's just keep it separate. Don't say shit about Brandy in my presence where I feel like I have to say something and we can remain friends. The reason why the two of them just didn't fight each other, she stayed in her seat, Tammy walked over there because they have a mutual respect for each other. And I've had that moment, which I'll be talking about later on a Bitch Are You Serious? I've had that moment with a friend. I love you so much to the point where I'm not going to get up and put my hands on you because I would never want to put my hands on none of my friends. So I do understand where she coming from with that. I do get it. Trust and believe me. I've been pushed so many times. Bruh. Can't let it get to me. Can't let it get to me. But they hash it out. They hug each other. In the other room, Jackie confronts Shawnee in a nutshell. She calls her the fuck out, and I'm glad she did call her out because I'm getting sick of people thinking that Shawnee is invincible, and I'm tired of people thinking that just because this bitch is the quote-unquote executive producer, that she can't get called out and that she's not fair game. Bitch, the moment you get in front of the motherfucking camera with everybody else, bitch, you fair game. You don't get no special privileges, bitch. You just don't. And I don't know what the fuck make you think you do get special privileges, but you don't, bitch. You just don't. You get treated like everybody else. Once you get in front of that motherfucking camera, bitch, you get treated like everybody else. If you don't want that same treatment, get your ass from in front of the camera, bitch, and just be behind the scenes. But yet people seem to think, oh, it's her show, so y'all shouldn't be coming for her. Fuck that shit. She deserves to get called out because she keeps up the shit too. And I'm glad Jackie called her out for the shit. It's Shawnee being passive aggressive, and the first thing she says is that I don't really care about this in my life and blah blah blah. Bitch, you do care because you've had things to say when you get with Evelyn. You be talking a whole lot of shit, bitch, and we've all seen it. And I'm glad that Jackie did that. She called your bitch ass out, but you want to act like you don't know what the fuck she calling you out for. Bitch, have a seat with your half-nosed ass. So then, Malaysia just takes Jackie and they leave. After she leave, the rest of them that's left on the boat, Jennifer get on my nerves, okay? I'm gonna tell you that, because the bitch been a follower, and she's always gonna choose the side of, a bitch that came across the table on her motherfucking ass, so that's neither here nor there. I would like her much better if she would just shut the fuck up and not say a word. But she always got something to say since she been back on here. It's like she really don't care for Jackie that much. And now that she cool with Evelyn again, she's just finna, voice her opinion like she used to do when they was in Miami. The good old days. Bitch, bye. Everybody want to make it look like Jackie crazy and that she's really not, really don't have a right to be mad. But my thing about it is, it's disrespectful for Evelyn to constantly keep reaching out to her daughter. Whether Takari is reaching out to Evelyn or not, at the end of the day, you already know that is a situation where you're fucking with Jackie. You know that this fucking with her, and you're going to continue to antagonize her by keep, letting her daughter reach out to her. Just because her daughter reaches out to her don't mean she got to fucking respond. Just because her daughter sent her books don't mean she got to read it. Like, Evelyn is loving this shit. She loving the fact that she's sticking it to Jackie, and that's why she doing what the fuck she doing. Because she really don't care about Takari. Only thing she really cares about is sticking it to Jackie, and she knows she getting up under Jackie's skin by doing that, and I don't understand how can't nobody see that. Evelyn is full of shit. She's full of it. And I've been seeing it, and I've been saying it. She needs to stop talking to that girl child. How would she feel if somebody brought Chad on and filmed filming his motherfucking ass to talk about her motherfucking ass, spill her tea and all her secrets. How would she feel then? No, she's not filming with Takari, but she's communicating with her. How would she feel if Jackie was communicating with Chad? How would she feel if Jackie was communicating with Antoine Walker and all these other motherfuckers that know all her tea? How would she feel? She wouldn't like that shit. So fuck that shit. I'm getting tired of y'all thinking that, let me not say y'all, because, you know, some people get all up in their feelings and say, oh, you disrespectful to your viewers. I'm not talking about my viewers. I'm talking about just people in general, before I get that shit out the fucking way. The fact of the matter is, she's fucking antagonizing that woman and using her child to do it. And I don't see how don't nobody see that. That's what the fuck she doing. And you have to be dumb to not see that. That's what the fuck she doing. But okay. Tammy and Jackie, they discussed the situation between her, Evelyn, and Shawnee. Jackie said that she felt some kind of way about the interview that Shawnee did. And she feel like Shawnee's taking up for Evelyn. And she is taking up for Evelyn. But you know, Shawnee talking about, let me just rewind it back. She's talking about, I really don't know the situation because it's really none of my business. Yeah, you don't know the situation, but the time that Jackie had that glamour party, you didn't want to go because you felt like, you know, Takari was telling the truth on Jackie. You know what I'm saying? You and Evelyn talked about that in the whole damn scene. Bitch, stop acting like you don't know what's going on. Bitch, you know what's going on, and you stirring up the pot on the low just so you can have some ratings, bitch. Just say that. Stop being stupid. Ain't nobody stupid, bitch. We know what the fuck going on, bitch. Seriously. Like, they kill me with that. But want to act like Jackie the one that's crazy. Like, Jackie ain't got no motherfucking reason to be fucking pissed off. She got every motherfucking reason to be motherfucking pissed off. But because it's Jackie, everybody think that she crazy and she ain't got no right to be fucking pissed off. Fuck that shit. She got every right. If she was a bad mom, that's fucked up. But what's it to y'all? Why do y'all keep just prying into this woman's business? Y'all reading books and shit. Y'all doing all of this shit. Y'all know this shit gonna fuck with this woman. Why do y'all keep making her motherhood as a topic of motherfucking discussion? As if any of you bitches is perfect. You're not. Sit the fuck down. Sick of it. But Tammy wants Jackie to talk to Shawnee, but yet you won't even talk to Brandy about your petty ass issue. Bitch, please. I'm sick of your ass too, ho. Sit down. So Jennifer, Evelyn, and Shawnee, and Hazel, they sit down, they discuss what the Jackie drama and how she came for Shawnee and all of that shit. And you know, they all think that Jackie crazy, which is full of it. They all full of shit. Everybody at that table full of shit, including Hazel. She full of it. And now Tammy not coming around. She missing dinners and shit. I wonder why. So then, next thing you know, Evelyn receives an email. She was like, oh my God, you guys. Takori sent me her book. And that was the end of the episode. Like I said, Evelyn is loving this. She loving the fact that she's getting under Jackie's skin. She loving every second of it. Y'all can't tell me that she not. She enjoying the fact that she getting up under her skin. She loving the fact that she's bothering her. And she's antagonizing this woman and using her daughter to do it. We've already had somebody use her child to antagonize her on this show before. Remember Laura when she was talking to Chantel and manipulated her into talking shit about Jackie? Remember that? This is that all over again. And that's why she pissed off. And the fact that Evelyn keeps giving this Takari thing life and she's promoting the book on the show by constantly talking about it pisses Jackie off even more. But I'm sure nobody's going to see that. But with that being said, y'all, this is my Basketball Wives review. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And share. And I'm out of here, y'all. All my social media is at the bottom. Be sure you follow me on all of them. And I'm out of here.